Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me for today's Pilates class. So in today's class we are going to focus predominantly on the upper body. I am using 1 kilogram weights. You can grab lighter or go heavier or nothing at all, it's totally up to you. And once you have everything you need, I will meet you in a child's pose. Bringing the big toes together, knees slightly apart, reaching the arms out in front of you. Soft bend into the elbows. Crinkling into the knuckles so that it's soften. Allowing your forehead to sink into the ground as you take a moment here to catch your breath. So just relax into your physical body and breathe into the spaces that feel particularly tight or any other areas that you feel that you need to work into. We'll take a breath together as you take a full breath in through the nose, feel it all the way to the top. Take a big breath out, release, empty it out. Whenever you're ready, let's come into a tabletop, hands and knees. Swinging the toes behind your knees, grounding into the right hand as you inhale, reach your left arm up. And as you exhale, you're going to send your sitting bones onto your heels, reach your left arm up. And then sweep it down towards the ground. As you come back into your one-arm tabletop, sweep the arms up, so creating big circles. And then sink it back one last time, just like that, as you reach it up. And then sweep it back. This time, come back into your one-arm tabletop, reach your left arm up. Keep the hips and the chest facing forwards. And then sweep your left arm forwards to the top of the mat. So you sweep it up, open up. And then sweep it forwards one last time as you reach it up. And then reach it forwards, reset. As you reach your right arm up, take a full breath in, exhale, sink your sitting bones to the heels, sweep the arms back, and then roll it forwards, and then up or down and around, and then back. One last time, just like that. As you reach it forwards and up, take a pause here. Keep the hips and the chest facing forwards. Exhale, sweep the arms forwards. Inhale to sweep the right arm up to the ceiling. Exhale, reach it forwards. One more, just like that, as you reach it to the ceiling. And then sweep it forward. Reset, 2 hands, 2 knees. As you drop the belly, pull the chest through on the exhale. And then inhale, round it in. Nice. Really getting the spine and the belly to open and to mobilize. One last time as you come into that cow pose. And then come into a cat. Just reset yourself, grab one weight, and it will go in the right hand. So you're going to remember to keep the hips and the chest facing forwards. Grounding into the left index knuckle. Neutralize the spine, engaging to your midsection, so your powerhouse. As you inhale, reach your right arm high, and then as you exhale, squeeze your left elbow in towards the ribs. We start to bend your left elbow in, and then we reach your right arm, thread your right arm rather, I should say, underneath your left armpit. Okay, so another one together nice and slow. As you reach your arm high, keep the right elbow in line, or the right shoulder in line with your right hand, and then sweep and thread your right arm underneath the left armpit. So wrap your right elbow in towards the ribs. Nice, as you inhale to lift, exhale to thread. 2 more, as you inhale to lift, exhale, thread, you got it. Keep wrapping the left elbow in, don't forget about it, use that tricep as you reach up, exhale, thread. This time, we'll reach your right arm high on the inhale, and then as you exhale, left leg will extend, and then tap your left toes down. Remember to keep your hips facing forwards, and then again, we thread it through. Wrap your left elbow in, use that tricep for 5. Thread for 4. Find your breath. For 3. For 2, keep that core engagement. Last one. This time, we float your left leg up. We reach your right arm high, and then as you exhale, thread it through, wrap your left elbow in. Let's go for 5. Keep the hips facing forwards. For 4, find your breath as you reach up, inhale. Exhale, thread for 3. Keep that left hip down. 4, 2, thread it through. Last one, reach, and then thread it through, you got it. Woo, that tricep, and then reach the arm up. Drop your right hand down, and the right weight. Squeeze both elbows in towards the ribs, nice long neck. Draw the navel and the ribs in. You take her lower. So keep squeezing the elbows in, neutralize the spine, the pelvis as you lift back up. Keep pressing into the left hand, push it back up. Yes, full range, nice long neck. Let's go for 2. Last one, hold. Squeeze the elbows in, tiny pulses up and down for 5, 4. Pull that right hip down, 3, 2, 1. Reset, 2 hands to knees. Take a quick wiggle, wiggle, wiggle if you need to. Walking the knees behind your hips. Keep that left hand grounded as you grab the weight into that right hand. Scoop the belly and the ribs in, neutralize. The core switches on. Right palm faces your left hand. Take a full breath in. Exhale, squeeze your right elbow in towards the rib. Take a row and then tap it down. So you reach and squeeze it in and then tap it down. Squeeze it in and then tap it down. Let's go for 2. Nice. Last one. Dropping the left forearm down, lift your left knee, the knees off the ground. So just slowly building on here. Remember, hips remain facing forwards. Find a hip width distance apart with the feet. Scoop the belly and the ribs in, long neck as you take a row. On the exhale, inhale to tap it down for 5. Breathe. 4. Keep the hips low. For 3, 2, long neck, 1. Come into a left forearm side plank, reach your right arm high, and then come back into a one arm forearm plank. Remember to keep the hips low. You reach, open up, and then come back down. Exhale to open up, reach your right arm high. Inhale to square yourself up. Let's go for 2 more, open up, breathe. Last one. And then hold. Drop the knees down. Wipe your sweat off. Whew. Take a wiggle, wiggle. Puff the chest forward. Interlace your fingers behind you. Reach your left arm up and over. Drop the left hand down as you reach your right arm up and over. And then we'll repeat the sequence. Come back to a one arm tabletop. Draw the belly ribs in, nice long neck. The weight is in the left hand. Take a full breath in. Full breath out. So inhale to expand. Exhale, engage into the core and into the ribs. As you inhale, reach your left arm up. Exhale, wrap your right elbow in towards the ribs and then reach your left arm under, thread it through. Inhale to lift. Exhale to thread. So you'll find that your right elbow will want to stick out, but it will be your tricep that will wrap it in and back. Nice. Thread it through. Lift it up. And then thread it through. This time, reach the arm up. You're going to extend your right leg behind you, tap your right toes down. Everything remains facing forwards. Take a full breath in, and then as you exhale, we thread it through again. Nice. Inhale to lift. Exhale to thread. Inhale. Exhale, wrap your right elbow in and back. You got it, breathe. Wrap it in, thread. One last time as you open, and then thread it through. Right. Building on if you want to. Lift your right leg up, left arm reaches up. Exhale, thread it through, wrap your right elbow in. Engage into the core and into the ribs. There shouldn't be a lower back bend here, because everything is switched on. Nice, working your pecs, your tricep, your core, pelvis. I've lost count, so last one. And then reach up, drop the weight down, keep that right leg lifted. Squeeze plant both hands down, wrap your left hip back. Take a full breath in, nice long neck, squeeze the elbows in towards the ribs, and then as you exhale to lower. Push all the way back up. Exhale. Inhale. Nice. Make sure this left hip doesn't sag out as you maybe start to fatigue. lower, lift. This time we lower as low as you can control. Wrap the elbows in, long neck, tiny pulses up and down. Bounce into the elbows for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Drop the knee down. Walk the knees behind your hips so it's a half plank. The weight is in your left hand. Keep grounding into your right inner palm. Long neck. Take a full breath in. And then as you exhale, we squeeze your left elbow and weight in towards the ribs to take a row. And then tap it back down. So you squeeze and row. And then tap. Really feel the shoulder blades behind you as you take that row. And then tap it down. Let's go for 2. Try not to swing your shoulder open. Last one, you got it. Drop your right forearm down. Come to like a wonky plank. Drawing the navel and the ribs in, you tuck your toes under, lift your knees off the ground. Keep the hips low as you engage into your glutes. Take a full breath in. Exhale, take that row. And then tap it down. Drop your left hip down because it will want to open. Let's go for 3, row. Woo. For 2. Last one, good. Remember, let's get your heels stacked on top of the toes. Try not to drive your hips up too much because you really want to work that core. This time, you're gonna open up into a side plank on the right forearm. Lift your left arm to the ceiling and then square yourself off. Maybe just keep that left hand in towards the ribs, or you can tap it down if you need a little bit of support. Inhale to open. Exhale, work it off. Nice. Let's go. Breathe. Let's go for 2. Engage into your whole body here. Last one. And then open up. Square yourself off. Scoop. Engage into the glutes. And then drop the knees down. Nice. Ooh. Let's go into a seat. Let's roll around into the neck. Nice. Reach the arms up. Let's bring your right forearm on top of the left forearm. So grab onto opposite elbows. Let's take a side bend over to the right. Try not to bop into the hips too much. So just lean the chest or the torso over to the right. See if you can get your left elbow behind the head and you can just gently self-assist, stretch into the tricep, into the shoulders. Lifting all the way up, extend the arms up to the ceiling. Switch it out, left forearm comes on top. Take a side bend over. Use the head as a self-assist as you just adjust the head. Side to side. Taking a sweet stretch. Lifting all the way up, roll around into the neck. Swing the arms. Wiggle into the neck. Interlace your fingers behind you, nice posture. Place your right hand on top of the left knee, left fingertips behind you. Take a deep inhale, exhale to twist. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale to the other side. Come back to center, hands on top of the knees. Let's take seated cat-cows. I'm just on my shins, by the way, because that's how I ended up. If you want to come for cross leg, go ahead. I should take a seated cat-cows. Last one, and then neutralize the spine, close down the eyes. Take a moment here to reap in the benefits of this class today. To feel the heat, the sweat, the breath, and the heart. Noticing how you feel right now. As you place both hands onto the belly, just feel the rise and fall of the belly as you inhale and as you exhale. See if you can calm everything back down. Calm the nervous system down. Let's take a breath together. As you take a full breath in through the nose, feel it all the way to the top. Take a big breath out, release, empty it out. Thank you so much for finding the time for yourself and for moving with me. I will see you in the next class.